Fam 305. Yes, we live. The Fam 305. Take a ride. The Fam 305. Yes, all night. The Fam 305. Let's get right. The Fam 305. Sit back and take a ride. The Fam 305. Let Guru pick your mind. The Fam 305. Mama G ready all the time. The Fam 305. KDub sniping on the right. The Fam 305. Dre talking ish all night. The Fam 305. Like, share, and subscribe. The Fam 305. The Fam 305. The Fam 305. Like, share, and subscribe. Hey, no pa tanto. No pa tanto. Hey, no pa tanto. Hey, no pa tanto. No pa tanto. No pa tanto. No pa tanto.
There you go.
All right, y'all. Here's your host for tonight for the Fam 305 podcast.
Yeah, that's horrible when people don't come. That's the worst. No pa tanto.
Oh yeah. Yeah, washer and dryer music all night long. What's up
Hell
there,
yeah.
party animal?
Not much. Not much.
You're having a good old time.
I was having a great time.
I bet. We'll hear about you. We'll hear about that shortly. You were fucking. You're hearing this music like this.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you were hearing all that whole weekend. But yeah, man, waiting on KDub, and I haven't heard if Mama G's jumping on, but we'll get her done. So how you been?
Not much. Just recovering.
I bet.
Lots of stuff happened. Lots of stuff was going on. I'll save it.
Yeah,
I'll save it
we'll
here.
get into it shortly. We'll get into your EDC stories, and somebody else just jumped in. Is that the world famous?
Yes.
You know him. You love him. Big
Hey.
sexy.
That's right, baby. Ladies.
Who
Watch
loves
out.
you, baby?
Who loves the deep morning with my dick?
Mhm.
Thank
So before we get started with the and I don't know, do you know Mom G's getting on? I don't know. I haven't heard.
I know.
I haven't got anything.
Okay.
No call, no show.
All right. No call, no show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not even counting anymore. So, but anyway, so before we get started with KDub's exploits in Vegas, I want to say Gone Fishing. I don't know if you guys watch TNT with basketball. The Panthers, they tried. God bless them. They played well against the Capitals, at least somewhat. I still felt that they had issues, but they got past the Capitals, and they finally had to succumb to the Tampa Bay Lightning. They got swept the other night, and they didn't look good at all. So, bon voyage, Panthers.
Yeah, RIP Panthers. At
Rest
least
in
they made
peace.
it Eastern Conference Finals. You know, they just
Well,
they
not
couldn't
the
get
finals.
their
It was like the division. I don't know. They're weird how they set up their divisions, but it wasn't. It was the round before the Eastern Conference. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought that's
Yeah.
what it said.
Oh no, the NHL playoffs take about 6 months. Like it started a month ago, and it probably won't end till right around Christmas. So. Yeah.
God damn.
Oh yeah, playoffs, dude. The playoffs take. I mean, I love it. If you guys want to get into playoffs, any kind of sport, watch playoff hockey. It's just like they play hard, and it was just amazing to watch. But the Tampa Bay Lightning is just—they won the last 2 championships. I mean, I knew it was a bad matchup from the beginning. I know we don't really get into hockey talk, but it was just a bad matchup. But rest in peace, Panthers.
Yeah.
You know. And then the Panthers, not the Panthers, the Heat They had a tough game last night. They got their ass kicked. I mean, they got their ass kicked.
Handed.
I was sad.
Yeah. Like they had a chance to put the foot down on the throat of the Celtics, and they took a shit, bro. Like they literally just took a shit on the stayed there. Taking a shit.
Yeah, they didn't come with it. You know, that's what happens, bro. You don't come with it at, you know. I know it's hard to play away, but you still gotta come with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they didn't, you know. But I think in the end they're gonna win the series. But yeah, they didn't play well in Boston.
Yeah, a lot of the actual like fans are voting like the Celtics are gonna win like the whole thing.
Well, yeah, because they're you know, that's what they want. You know, the Heat have not been given any kind of respect for the last. I mean, this is the number 1 seed we're talking here, and you're thinking this team was a 7 or 8 seed. The way the Celtics are being popped up, thinking that they're going to win. You know, and I'm just like I'm over it. So I when they beat the Celtics, and I think they will, the media, the mainstream media is going to turn their attention and say, oh well, the Golden State Warriors are just fucking they're because the Golden State's going to win this series in the West. They're going to be the darlings, and the Heat are going to be like they shouldn't even be there. You know.
I know.
You know, but
The thing is, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's a different type of league. You know, it's a shooting league, and a lot of people don't play that old school type of basketball. I was talking to somebody about that. Like, you know, they don't drive like old school D Wade and, you know, like drive it to the hoop and get the foul. Now everybody wants to shoot, you know, pass it out. And it's like if you don't have a consistent shooters, you're not going to win the game.
Right.
Right.
And they
got shooters.
They have it, yeah.
They got random, you know, Struce.
They have D-League shooters that are really good. Like,
yeah, for real.
That's the only way I could, you know, explain it right there.
But you know, yeah. No, I was saying like they sometimes their D-League experience comes in, you know, like they don't play as good, you know. So.
Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, I still think they're gonna win the whole thing. But not the whole thing. I think they're gonna get to the finals. But I just really think that they are they're gonna have a tough time here, and then they're gonna play Golden State. Let's see what happens. But yeah, we'll see. All right, enough sports talk.
Yeah. Yes.
We come. This is what we come for. We want to hear all about our boy KDub, who decided to spring a trip to Vegas, which I knew nothing about, and I'm very jealous that you're doing that. So, KDub, take it away. So, how the hell did you end up going to EDC Vegas?
Well, you guys know my best friend. He's a doctor, and he had some time to get away, and he invited me to go to Las Vegas. So, I said, yeah. It was quite expensive to fly out there. The tickets are expensive as well to go to EDC.
Thanks, Biden.
But you know, right? And I don't know. Do you guys know what EDC stands for? You guys know?
I do. Let's see. Let's play. Do you know? Do you know what EDC stands for?
Yes, Erectile Dysfunction Center. I'm right, right?
No. You're close. You're close. It's
because you do as much drugs till your dick don't come up.
No, it's not. It's actually Electronic Daisy Carnival.
Exactly. Yep.
What?
So
yes.
Yeah. Electric Daisy Carnival. That was the theme of it. They had like structures built, like big ass daisies in the field. It was pretty cool. It was like its own little like garden section, you can say, and everyone's hanging out, sitting down, you know, drinking, smoking, doing God knows what, you know, other drugs, and oh yeah,
that's what you're hearing. That's what you're hearing all night.
Here we go. Here we go.
You need to get some. Make sure you ship all your waitresses and.
Yeah, I'm not that good with. Not yet. I'm getting there. I'm learning.
That was pretty. That was actually pretty good.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
But it was quite an experience. First day. See, there we go. That's what they were doing that for sure. That.
Tell us the first day. So what happened?
First day, way different experience. You got to do like the early shuttle experience. So we got there. We took a little shuttle from the Rio. I was at the casino, the Rio. So we got to take a shuttle from there all the way to the desert. We got to cut through the actual Air Force base that's there.
Wait, so you drove through Area 51? They let you cut through Area 51?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we drove through Area 51.
Did you see some aliens? Did you see any aliens?
No, I felt some weird energy. I felt some weird energy passing through.
Mm-hmm.
But it was pretty cool. I took some pictures. I got a video going through the base. I saw a couple of planes, a couple of bombers. I don't know the actual names of them because I'm not a plane expert.
All right. You got to send them to me. I got a student in my class. I definitely, he would be able to identify them.
Yeah, I'll definitely send you that video. I have the snippet of that, and it was quite an experience getting there. Unfortunately, I didn't have the VIP premier bus ticket, so I couldn't hang out with. It was a buddy. It was Angel and his buddy Josh that I met, and it was a pretty cool guy. He's pretty awesome. And they got to, I actually beat them. I was on the regular bus, and I beat them there. So I don't know what kind of VIP bus they took, but I was able to get on and basically, got to experience a couple more seconds extra than them.
All right, so what we want to know, before we get to continue, number one, did you get to meet any hot chicks? And number two, if you did, did you get to shag any of them? That's what we want to know.
No.
Come on.
Everyone's very, very friendly, super cool.
Exactly.
I actually got to meet one chick. It was called Pixel Forest, and it just had like little game setups all over the place. And then inside was like a whole other experience. Like you go through the Pixel Forest, and it's like bass music just hitting you like live, like hitting you for real. You could feel it. But I was hanging out and I was playing Mario Kart.
Yeah, it was all that. That's what you were hearing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely. I was playing Mario Kart actually.
Mario Kart. See, you're too worried. You were too worried about playing Mario Kart. You should have been playing some booby kart. Some boobies.
I definitely had
some peach cart.
Some peach cart.
I had a girl walk up to me, and she was like,
we're talking.
Oh hey, can I play? And I'm like, yeah, you can play. And she's like,
with these nuts.
Yeah, you can play with these nuts. No, but she was like, oh, can I play? And I showed her how to play real quick. She wasn't the best at it, but like I actually was like behind her, like kind of like.
So you straddled behind her? Okay, now this is getting good. Now it's getting good.
Like when you're showing somebody how to bowl and you're behind them.
Sure, yeah.
That.
And then you pull your pants down.
I pulled my pants down. No, there was not even room to do any of that. Like you couldn't even see. Like security was really top notch.
I'm sure.
You couldn't do any of that. But she told me, she's like, oh, I'm from San Pedro. She asked me if I was with anybody.
Man!
She invited me to her group.
What?
Stuff like that. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Did you go and hang out with them?
No, we had our own group going. They didn't really want to go. I was about to just leave them, but
what's wrong with you?
Hey man, I was there for another day. It's okay. I ran into her again. I saw her again.
Oh, okay, all right. So did you get a number at least for I never know in the future? Hey, you're down in Miami? Hit me up.
Yeah, I got her number.
Good boy. He's learning. Not that he needs my help because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Well, I know what I'm doing. But anyway.
But no, yeah, I definitely had lots of fun. Especially the second day, Tiesto
Oh, I
was
saw
there.
that.
Yeah, I was the first night. David Guetta was there.
Oh,
He
yeah.
did one song. He did a remix to another guy's song, Shoush. Shush. I can't remember. I think.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
I
he was.
need
Yeah,
is your
is your
love
love
tonight.
tonight?
Dre's
Yeah,
like, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
yeah. So that's one of the.
I don't know. I don't know how to put the notes, but
So
anyway, yeah.
that song played, and I mean, like everybody had their hands up.
Yeah,
Everybody
hell yeah,
with
that's an anthem.
nice and
Yeah.
slow.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody there, thousands of people in front of me, just hands up.
Did
Everybody,
you
like,
did you hear him talk? Because he's like I think he's French. Because like when he does a show on because I listen to a lot of music, and he's like, everybody, this is David Guetta. Listen to my music. I am David Guetta. He's very thick accent.
No, I didn't get to hear him talk right away in the beginning because like I said, we were going to stage to stage, experience everything. But by the time I was like, yo, David Guetta's playing, let's go. And by the time we got there, he was playing that song. So when he played that song, I was like, dude, it's time, it's ready.
Oh yeah. He all those DJs are from Europe, man. All the best ones. I mean, there's a couple that are from ATBs is from the US, but a lot of the big ones like Guetta. I know you saw Tiesto. Was the what do you call it? Was the Swedish House Mafia, were they there or no?
I don't think so.
No.
Sorry.
So you saw David Guetta. So that was day one.
That was day one. Day two, Tiesto, DJ Snake.
Yes, DJ Snake. Yep.
Let me see. I'm trying to remember all the other ones. I know. Let's see. I know. What was one of them that were there? A lot of people. Aliso was there.
Alesso?
Alesso.
Oh wow, yeah. He's actually part of the Swedish House Mafia. It's him. Who are the other two people? They got back together. They stopped performing together for a long time. And Alesso is Alesso on his own, he's a fucking amazing. But then you put him with Swedish House Mafia, and there's three of them, and they're just like, they have that song Ibiza, Miami to Ibiza.
Oh yeah,
Dre knows all these hits. Dre's a EDM fucking crackhead.
San Holo was there.
Not my music, only when I go to Tootsie's. But
Are they playing EDM? That's an interesting question. Do they play like house, like music like that at Tootsie's, or are they playing like the hard, like the hip hop and the booty music? What are they playing at Tootsie's nowadays?
They're definitely playing booty music.
Drake and techno music. That's all they play.
Oh, so they do play techno. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh, Medusa was there.
Oh, Medusa. Okay.
I experienced Medusa the first day. I'm trying to remember all of them right now.
Was RZA there? Riz, the girl. Her
RZA.
Nah, her name is Riza. It's like her music is like, it's very like, yeah. Her music became like popular on TikTok last year, and like for a while they were playing it like every day. And Razor, I think it's called REZA, Reza. And, Reza. No, she wasn't there. Okay, yeah, her shit is. And she's Muslim too, so Reza.
I mean, they could have stopped by. You know what I mean? There's probably a couple people that were not on the list.
But were there multiple stages? Because I know with like Ultra and even in the past, well, we can go back when Dre performed. They had like a main stage, and they had like these smaller areas where you would go. You would hear different music. Like you would hear house in one stage, and you would hear EDM, and then
there was dubstep. I was just to cut across. I was like, let's go through here and see what they're playing. There's a couple of dubstep songs that I didn't really like per se because it's a little too dubby. I mean, all it is is like. Like it's all of that and like we're very repetitive, so like after a while it got annoying, but I mean all the young I can tell the younger generation, they were definitely moving with that and they like that, so I don't know, I can't get into that.
Now did you feel like, were you like your age group, because your age, I don't know if you want to tell them your age, but did you feel like did you fit in well there, or did you feel like, yo, I'm one of the older guys here, or were you like in the middle of the crowd? Were you like kind of like the average age that was there?
I think I was the average age that was there. There's a lot of young people. There's a lot of people that were like 20. I mean, you had to be 21 and up to at the leap to
So
go.
it was like between 20 and 30. Most people were like in that age group.
Yeah. There was a couple older people. Like on the shuttle, there's a guy next to me. He was from Maryland and he's 34. So he was like, "Oh, I'm 34."
So was there any old
first
farts?
EDC.
Were there any guys like, yo, that's as old as my brother?
there was a couple of older
old
people.
farts?
Yeah, I did notice that. Yeah, they have
but not too many.
Video. Yeah, not too many. There wasn't that many people, but there was older people than me there for sure. I did see like a video. If you go to their page on Facebook, there is a video of a mom and a son. They're older. The mom is older, and they're there. She got to experience, like, she got to go backstage and was on with the DJ and all. That's pretty good experience. I like that. I wonder how much she paid her.
Was that really her son? Was that really her son, or is that going to turn out on Pornhub in the future, where it's like bang the DJ?
No, I don't think so.
Because you think it's their son, but at the end of the day, that ain't their son. That's not her son. Come on, man.
No. Yeah, there's at one point where we took a break on the first night, a break from dancing, and we all went on the floor, and like people around us then started to sit down with us, and everyone's chilling. We had a big group going, and eventually, for some reason, I was always like the catalyst of a line always going by me. Like people went around me. There's always a line. I don't know why. And I just would.
So you were doing lines, or you were in a line?
I was in a line. No,
you weren't doing lines.
I wasn't doing lines. No.
Well, you're there. They're doing all kinds of stuff.
Oh, they're doing a whole bunch of shit there. Yeah.
Like, what'd you see? What were all the things that people were partaking in while you were there? Just give me not you per se. I don't want you to outline. I mean, but what were you seeing?
Definitely, everyone was smoking weed. Everybody was smoking marijuana.
Of course.
Smoking joints after joints. I definitely partook in that. But there's definitely people that were tripping over pills. They were doing drugs. They were doing mushrooms. I saw a lot of that. But the most what I saw was a lot of ass. I saw a lot of ass.
A lot of ass, huh? It was hot. I'm assuming it was really hot out there.
During the day, yes, it was kind of hot, but it was a good hot. It wasn't like, here in Florida,
right? Dry
heat. Over there, it was just perfect. It was awesome. But when it got to nighttime, that's where the party started. It was great experience. I really felt the energy. Everybody, when especially that song that we were playing earlier with David Guetta.
With Guetta.
Everybody
tonight.
Yeah, everybody was together doing that. That felt amazing. That was awesome. And you guys saw a couple of those.
Yeah, you played a couple clips.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was not too far away from the stage. It was packed, but like, I don't know. A lot of people were really nice. There's like one incident that I was walking by. I guess I kind of like went in their way, and this guy was like, acting like a complete asshole, and he was like, "Yeah, keep walking." I'm like, "Is he talking to me?" I'm looking at Angel, and he's like, I don't know, but let's just keep walking. And I was like, yeah, might as well. Let's just keep walking.
Oh, so KDub almost got into it with a bunch of fucking beatniks.
I don't know what it was. They look like wannabe gangster dudes from Cali or something. I don't know, but it was quite an experience.
Have you ever been to a festival like that before, like electronic?
No, never. That
or
was
a festival
my
in
first
general?
time. No, that was my first time. It was definitely awesome. The second night that I went, definitely my legs were tired from standing.
A lot of walking
everywhere.
Yeah,
walking. We were out on a racetrack basically. We're one of the NASCAR stadiums.
Oh, so you guys actually the actual event took place at the Vegas Speedway.
Yeah. Basically.
I was gonna ask you where it took place. They said you had to go through an Air Force base. I'm like, okay, where the fuck did they take you guys? The middle of nowhere.
Yeah. It was pretty much felt like the middle of nowhere. No reception or anything.
Shit.
No, I mean, definitely it was quite an experience. I would definitely go again. I'm definitely going this time prepared, more prepared basically. And yeah, it was. I think everybody should try to go to one of these things, and
I would
you
love to go to
you
Ultra.
escape. You escape to you definitely go to Ultra if you have the chance. I'm gonna go, but it definitely is an escape from reality, and it kind of like just it puts you out of your element, but you get sucked into this energy that you just are tapping your foot, you're going with the music, and everyone's just dancing together. Everyone's dancing. It's awesome experience.
I could tell you like years ago when I was I was in my club scene, so like in the 90s, like 96, 97, 98, we used to go down to the Grove, and Dre I think went a few times with us. A couple times he might have gone with us, but I could be there and they'd be playing that kind of music, because at that point EDM was in its infancy, so they were just beginning to come out with different artists, and like that music and that, like you said, you talked about that energy. It was like an amazing experience because you felt like everyone was like tuning into the same wavelength, and it was just like it was an amazing, like you said, an energy that just everyone had it, and for a long time, before I had my family and whatever, I always said, man, if I die and my heaven is 2 a.m. in the Grove with that music blasting and just being on that dance floor with all those people, like just hearing that music, that was my heaven. Like before I had my son and I got married, that was my heaven. Like that, I could die and just put me in that nightclub for the rest of eternity.
I think
because it has that feeling, man.
Oh yeah, I think I'm the same with you with that. I mean, it was very, very good experience. My other experience.
Yeah.
Bathrooms.
Oh wait, yeah. How the hell did that work out?
Like I said, the security was top notch. You couldn't go anywhere. You couldn't like go in the corner somewhere. Hell no. They had everything like covered. They knew what they were doing. When they set everything up. And so basically, my buddies had the VIP bathroom. So for plus admission, there was like the general plus, and we snuck in the first time. Second time we tried to go, it was too packed, so we went to the general side of it. And like when I mean the truffle, when I mean like there was a you had to like follow the group like a fucking long line, just running through or going through. You had to go and push yourself through. But the best part was nobody really ran into me or like pushed me or anything. I had one guy when we were getting out of the bathroom. He's like, go man, I got you, go. And I'm just going. I'm just following Angel, and the guy behind me is just like, go, dude. I'm like, all right. But nobody messed with me. Nobody touched me. Everybody's really nice. They're always like, they would go like in your face, be like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry I bumped into you. I'm so sorry."
All those tree huggers, man.
All the tree huggers. There was one point that this really cute girl, she like ran into me basically. Like I'm like a wall, nothing happened.
Yeah.
I just kept going, and she like I saw her in the corner of my eye where she turned around to check if I was okay, but she hit me hard. She was surprised, so I thought
she was trying to meet up with you. I think that was a way to. Yeah, you didn't pick up on that, maybe.
No,
it was just an accident.
It was an accident.
Okay.
But yeah, it was quite an experience.
I can't believe you didn't hook up, Dre. KDub. Before you move on, I can't believe you didn't hook up, because here's a guy who goes to strip clubs, gets fucking blowjobs from two strip, not one but two, right? And then here he goes to an EDC concert or a festival where there's hundreds. Probably was there 100,000 people there? I mean, guesstimate. Was there?
There
right?
has been
over 100,000,
well over like 10 to 20,000 people.
Okay, but I mean, as far as I'd probably say more than 50% of the crowd was female, and you couldn't at least, maybe got a little touchy feely, or maybe a little, hey, catch me later on the strip.
I did get touchy feely with that one chick, but like other than that, I didn't really, I didn't feel the energy. Like there was a lot of women that wanted to do that. I think they wanted to have a good time. They didn't want to do the bullshit.
I got you. Okay.
That's what I felt, and it was a good time. It was a good time.
Okay. So what else happened? And you're gonna say something else?
Oh yes, end of the night, first night. We could not find the shuttle exit. So we had to take an Uber, $100 and like something dollars later, like $140 later. We got home like at 5:45 in the morning because we were on the other side of the stadium. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. We're gonna go to the taxi section and see if we can get a taxi and also book an Uber while waiting. And the line was like 50 plus people. So
Yeah.
I mean,
So we're back. We had some technical difficulties. I don't know. Maybe the aliens maybe the anal probe that the aliens put in KDub from Vegas. Maybe it's acting up. So we had to.
Maybe the EDC music tried to get into the podcast, and because I heard a beat going. I heard a beat. So
Yeah, it might have been the chart.
Might be me. I don't know.
I couldn't hear nothing.
All right, so KDub, so tell us, so you had issues in the bathroom. Were you finally able to use the bathroom, no problems, or?
Oh yeah, we went to the bathroom multiple times. Like I said, the first time we went to the VIP section, they had like their own, like it was like a big porta potty, like an extended porta potty for 4 people to go use the bathroom for the urinals, and 4 people to use like an actual bathroom stall, which was inside of it. So they had 4 of those set up. So it was basically 4 urinals times 4 plus 4 times the stalls, 4 times 4.
So they had a shitload of fucking bathroom stalls.
Shitload, but not even. I forgot to tell you this part. I forgot to tell you this part. There was a long urinal, one urinal, just a wall. It was all metal and aluminum. It was just one urinal. You'd take a piss, and the piss would go down like a river. Like this metal fucking river just goes all the way down. I was like, fuck that. I'm not going to this shit. I'm going to go look for the porta potties next time. So we found the porta potties after that. But fuck that. But other than that, we had troubles finding the bus the first night, $140 later. I think it was a little bit more than that because we did like a ride share too with somebody, but I think they didn't pay or something. Something happened. I don't know. They did something snaky, but we dropped them off basically at the other casino. But no, it was second night, a lot easier. We didn't go early because we already knew what to expect, and we got back like at 6 a.m. the next day. So
wow.
Yeah, both nights out till 6 a.m. It was a crazy experience. My favorite was Tiesto.
Yeah.
It was very, very beautiful. The energy, the atmosphere, I love it. I love the people. Definitely gonna go next time. Definitely gonna go. I had these cool glasses on too, so I got a couple compliments on that.
Did you get did you buy any did you get any shirts, like hats? Did you get any like memorabilia?
I got keychains, stickers. I got pins for for a hat. You want to pin your hat? I got that type of stuff. Everything was like super expensive, and
of
the
course.
the merch store was always like busy. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going through that line. Like they had their own little line going. But other than that, I had a great time in Vegas. We went to get pizza on the third day. We got it's called Secret Pizza. It's in the Cosmo. It's called the Cosmo, and you have to go. Yeah, it's Secret Pizza. So you have to go find it somehow. So I figured out. Yeah, it's a secret little pizza spot. It doesn't even have advertising or anything. So I saw a dude walk.
How did you find it? Like, was it word of mouth? Like, how did you find the place?
Well, Angel cheated. Angel cheated. He asked somebody, but like as he was asking somebody, I was like, "Yo, there's somebody upstairs that's walking down with pizza box. So let's go upstairs. Let's see." And it's on the 3rd floor. So we had to go up another floor. And eventually we found it, and we got a white cheese pizza. They actually made it.
Oh, white cheese? Nice.
Yeah. They did the garlic sauce and everything. It was quite an experience.
So did you do any gambling?
Yeah, I did a little gambling. I didn't win too much. Just I lost a lot of money.
Most people do when they go to Vegas. That's what I hear.
Yeah, it was quite an experience though. I mean, when I was walking around, I felt like I was in Miami half the time because it's like a 25-30 minute like strip that you can actually walk and see everything.
Yeah.
The funniest thing that I think that it was funny was these guys would pass out cards and they would have like half naked women on there and they'd be like, call me, text me, $50, $90, $99, $45 for like special. But like they send you a picture, right? Now I didn't do it, but I know this.
Sure,
Simple
sure.
marketing. You send them the money and then they will prostitute as well at the same time. So they'll be like, okay, honey, it's $500 to have sex. You know what I mean? And that's how they promote it to be more legal versus like having the hookers outside walking around. So like
Right. They're like the
Like,
middleman.
they're
Yeah.
like pimping the women,
Right, they're
Yeah,
pimps,
exactly.
legal pimps.
And I kept getting the cards, which is funny. And then I was like, why? Am I
They
getting the
knew
cards?
about you. They knew about you.
I'm like, dude, why do I keep getting the cards? You know what I mean? It's the second day and I got it again. You know what I mean?
They know your exploits.
You're like, I'm gonna call.
I'm gonna call, but I put the stack of cards like on the edge of the Caesar's Palace right there and like in the corner. And I was like, okay, someone's gonna want these. And I put it down, So my buddy was like, oh, maybe you should stop going on the side. I was like, yeah, one of you guys go on the side. I'm going in the middle, so I don't get these cards anymore.
Right. You won't. They won't come up to you. They're gonna hit up the doctor and your buddy, doctor's friend.
Yeah. No, but overall experience, I loved it. Like I said, like Las Vegas to me felt like Miami, and I've been to the Hollywood Hard Rock so many times that like I felt like I was there when I went to the casino stuff. So it wasn't anything new, but the experience of Las Vegas was new to me.
Sweet, man. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. I mean, like I said, it's one of those festivals, man. For you able to go, man, that's definitely a great experience. And like I said, I know you saw a lot of hot women, a lot of ass.
Yeah,
Oh man, I
got a question.
Yeah.
Did you walk by the spot where they killed and shot Tupac allegedly?
I was around that area. I didn't actually go to that actual spot, but I was around it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, but they like mention it and shit.
No, they don't.
Did they mark it off? Like, do they have like a spot like, oh, this is where Tupac died?
No, I didn't see all that. I mean, I did see people like go over there and walk by it and check it out, but like there wasn't like, it's not like a big not that big of a tourist attraction, I'm guessing. But yeah. Oh, and
Caesar's Palace and all.
Caesar's Palace. I got to see all that. I saw the fountain. I saw all that. It was pretty cool. Saw a lot of homeless people too, sleeping outside there on the strip. Yeah, a lot of people, homeless guys.
Liberal city.
I forgot to tell you the main thing before I even got to Las Vegas was the flight heading to Detroit. The first flight. You had a
layover?
I had a layover. Yes, I had a layover. It was, well, you fly if you fly Spirit, you're gonna get a layover. But the first flight, this chick asked me, and she's married and all that. She's really cool. She loved my vibe, and I loved her vibe too. We connected. And she asked me if I wanted an edible, and I said yes, and I got an edible. She snuck edibles onto the plane.
What?
Yeah, and she had the little shot glasses, little shot bottles of Bacardi. She had gold and regular. She's like, "You want a shot?" I'm like, "What do you got?" She's like, "I got gold and I got regular." And I'm like, "I'll take the gold." And she gave me the gold, and I fucking snuck the shot when the attendants weren't looking.
Yeah.
Bro, you should have been like, "Hey, you want to join the Mile High Club since we're high and fucking drunk?"
It was a cool experience. I
Was
watched
you sat next to her? You sat next to her?
Yeah, I sat next to her.
Nice.
Yeah, it was quite an experience. It was awesome, dude. I everything was like the universe was like lining up for me. You know what I mean? Like I had a great time, the energy, all that. I even when I came back, I even went on a little date with a chick, and I got lucky too. Like it was, I was very surprised.
Dude, when you came back from Vegas.
Yeah, I came back from Vegas. The day I came back from Vegas, I left my car at Dre's house, so I got to hang out with his mother-in-law for a little bit.
Hey,
and
Since
then
back in time, tell them how You came to the crib. We went and shot pool. We had some drinks. We actually hung out.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. We hung out. We went to
And
the bar. We
yes,
played pool. I think Dre let me beat him the first time. He wasn't looking too much,
we
but I
were.
He
caught.
rope a doped you. He rope a doped you.
He was making them all in. I'll tell you that right now. He was making every single shot in, and I was like, damn, I gotta like, get on my P's and Q's. I switched my stick and I started making them in because Dre,
Oh,
you saw how I was playing. I was playing like
yeah,
shit. So
yeah.
as
It's
soon
all
as I switched the stick, yeah, I had to warm up. I had to warm up a little bit. So
Yeah.
the
So he
cousins
had to
hung
get
out.
drunk. You mean he had to drink some more?
Yeah,
That's
yeah. I had 2 Long Islands before I left.
yeah.
So.
There you go.
It's feeling nice. But it was a good experience. The cousins, hanging out and all that. And not to mention when I got off the flight in my hotel, I had to go, Dre. I really had to go. Like the chicken wings hit hard.
Oh
So,
my God! I was gonna say, you 2 Long Islands and some chicken wings. That is a fuck.
yeah,
That's a right there.
yeah, it was quite an experience. I mean, like I said, right when I got home, this chick hit me up and she's like, "Oh, you want to hang out?" And I was like, "Later, I gotta go. I left your house, went straight home." I mean, I sped
and yes,
home all the way home.
Damn.
And I got lucky outside outside the bar, and like I walked her to her car, and like right there, she was going ham on me right outside. I'm like, oh, we're outside, and there's people. I'm like, and I hit the door because she has a Toyota Sienna, right? I hit the door, and it opens up the van door, starts opening.
and yes, and yes.
You slapped her. You slapped the ham, huh?
So I kept opening the door on her, and she's like, "No, what are you doing?" I was like, "Let's just get inside, where no one will see us." So
Right. Push the chairs back, and that's it, man. That's why it's good to have parking garages. Like back in the day, that's where you took care of business. And down in the Grove, go down to the parking garage, bro. Nobody's fucking bothering you, and you got privacy as long as somebody's watching.
yeah, no, I was like, we need to get in this van or something. I just kept opening the door, and it would automatically open on me and shit. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. But eventually, I convinced her to get in there. So
Get in the van.
I had a great weekend. So.
Good shit, man. Glad to hear it, man. So KDub had a great time, enjoyed himself as he should. And Dre, did you do anything like? No, you can't do anything like what KDub did, but did you do anything this weekend? Nothing.
I stayed local, and I did house. I was doing house shit like.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't doing house music, but
I was doing slave shit.
Yeah, I'll be doing that too in a few weeks once school's over.
Banging in the pool. That's it. That's about it.
Nice. Yeah, I'll be doing that too in my pool.
You gotta when there's no
banging, man.
Great.
Man, I was gonna go to the pool when we were at the Rio, and we were gonna bring pizza, but we couldn't bring any food that was not from another casino or from another spot. It had to be all from in that casino, so they didn't let us. But you could bring beer. They didn't even know where we bought the beer, but you could bring the beer.
They want you to spend the food. You want to
spend that money, man.
Yeah.
$36 for the pizza, by the way.
What? Okay, yeah. Well, I spent $42 in Brooklyn for mine, so yeah, that's about right.
Pizza robbery.
Mm-hmm. But it was worth it. Mine wasn't. It was okay. I mean, you can never go wrong with pizza in New York. But $42 for a fucking pie, I don't know about that.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
but
about $30.
I mean, me and Angel, we split it. So that was the best part.
Good shit, man.
Yeah, my part smelled like garlic for the rest of the day.
Usually is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my experience.
Good shit, man.
Whoa, cool.
All right, so when we come back, we're gonna change it up because our podcast, we have fun. We talk about all kinds of things. We also talk about current events. So there's some things that have been going on out there when we did this podcast, some shootings and some gun violence, and we're gonna jump into that because me and Dre definitely have opinions on maybe KDub as well. I'm sure we'll talk about that when we come right back. All right, Fan 305, we're back, and unfortunately, there's been another shooting. I don't know if the last time we were on, we talked about the shooting in Buffalo, but there was a shooting in Buffalo at a supermarket. A bunch of people died, and it was race related. The shooter was looking to kill African Americans, and he did. He killed a bunch. I don't know the numbers offhand. And then today, as we're recording this podcast, there was another shooting at an elementary school. 18 young children were killed, and including a teacher, and that's as of now. And the gunman died as well. So, I don't know, man. Dre, I'll start off with you.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts of these shootings, and what do you think anything can be done to like fix this?
Yeah, I mean, of course, to me, these are homegrown terrorists. This is a terrorist act, I believe so. And these guys, there a lot of them. We could all agree that all of these guys have mental issues. You know what I'm saying? Like they have some type of mental issue that I'm saying. So we need to. There's got to be some type of way to, I don't know, like kind of like make sure people are good, because people really don't care. You know what I mean? Like maybe you could find out, oh, this dude's going through some shit. Like you see kids and you talk to people and you're like, damn, man, they going through it. You try to talk to them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
This is what type of shit that happens. Like, or like in the Buffalo case, you see this racist motherfucker, like, warn somebody or be like, yo, try to talk to him. Hey, man, it ain't that serious, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, pretty mental issue. And, I think that the schools should have some type of security. Like it should be a mandatory, like 2 to 4 cop minimum. Like we were talking about.
Yeah.
I think they got to definitely be protected, man. And you were saying something about the arming teachers.
Custodian.
Yeah, I don't know.
Custodians.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Yeah, arm Rick and arm fucking the cafeteria lady, somebody.
Yeah, the lunch lady, the meatloaf lady is gonna be packing with a gauge, But KDub. First, before we get into this, KDub, what do you think about what's been going on, and do you have any suggestions, or like what are your thoughts on what's been going on the last couple of weeks?
I mean, it's really sad with all these shootings. I mean, there's not much that you can do in that current situation unless you have you have a gun yourself.
Yeah.
And you're in the school or you're in the store. Like if I was in that store for that shooting in Buffalo and I'm in there and I hear shots, I'm gonna try to get the hell out of there. Or I might, if I had a gun, I might just sneak up on them and just shoot them in the head or something. You know what I mean? That's it. But
you could.
I mean these are not ideas that I would want anybody to actually start doing. Like, hey, I'm gonna bring a gun everywhere I go, just in case. But it's not a bad idea to have a gun anyway on you and feel protected, somewhat protected if that ever happens. And God forbid, God forbid it doesn't happen again. Yeah. But for the school thing, I agree. We should have more, maybe more cops on the premises. Maybe just, I mean, remember when I was in school, we had like 4 police officers roaming our school all the time, So, I mean, they could do that. I don't know how many police officers they had, but they definitely have to have somebody in the front and check, maybe metal detectors and stuff. And if they just come in the school, they're going to know, like, hey, we got to check you, and whatnot, and do that. So.
No, I agree. I agree. Here's the thing. First of all, it's getting to the point where, I mean, there's shootings all the time. We can all agree that there's gun violence all day, every day. This is not just, this is the first shooting we've had, first major. No, over the weekend there's shooting. I always get texts and messages, shootings everywhere, every state. varying sizes. But when it comes to a school shooting with 14 or 18 young children, that's abnormal. It doesn't happen so often. The last one was obviously Douglas High School, which is our neck of the woods in Coral Springs. And then before that was the Sandy Hook in Connecticut, where, like it was senseless. And for whatever reasons, we don't know why this guy went over there, and it was an 18-year-old. But yes, Dre, I agree. There's got to be something wrong with you mentally for you to go and do what you did. But I think when you use your gun and start shooting people, I think mentally there has to be something, whether it be anger, there be some kind of mental problems. Yeah, you got to be a little bit off, because for you to use a weapon, I mean, you have to be at a certain point, unless you're defending yourself, obviously, or you're looking out for your life. You might be a little off in the sense that you're using your weapon. I mean, that's a big deal to use a weapon, to discharge a weapon. I think it takes a big responsibility. And for someone to do this, I mean, 18-year-old kid, he was in Kevlar armor, and he killed 18 innocent kids we don't know why. We don't know. There's no reason. You can't sit there and come up with a reason why he did this.
He shot his grandma.
Right. And I think as of now, she's still clinging to life. So God, hopefully she can survive and give us enlighten us. Like, why? What was wrong with this kid where he decided to flip out? But for him to wear armor, he was making a conscious decision to go in and just basically go out like, I'm going to just go out and start shooting. And he decided to use an elementary school as his war zone. And it's sick.
It's mind-boggling.
Sick.
It's sick, mind-boggling. Why in elementary school? Why kids? They didn't do anything.
Yeah, because they're sick, bro. They're like I'm saying, like I said, they pick the spot where there's the most damage you could do with no protection.
Yeah.
Okay, you go into the school, shoot all type of people. You're already fucked up in the head for even just thinking about doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they don't give a fuck. The people that give a fuck is us. That we these people have a loose screw. You know what I mean? Like they have fucking mental problems. You know what I mean?
But they give them guns. The guy went on 18th birthday, bought 2 rifles, no problem. In Texas, and it's Texas, right? You can't drink till you're 21. Listen, I understand that, but Dre, I heard this on the fake news or the media. In Texas, you have to be 21 to drink alcohol, but 18 to buy a firearm to kill people. So you have to be more mature to get alcoholic beverage. They won't let you drink at 18 or 19 or 20, but 18 years old, sure, you're mature enough to buy a gun to kill someone, to be able to kill someone. That's not a problem. 21 to drink? No, you got to wait. You're not ready to drink yet, son.
Yeah,
but 18, come on in.
You're trying to say that as soon as you turn 18, you want to kill people. That's not every.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the mental. They're mentally. Right. Listen, we're all older than 18, right? The 18-year-old Dre and the 40-year-old plus Dre, 2 different people. Are you not?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, we're maybe at 18 we were odd-headed.
Right.
KDub, same, right? So,
but
18-year-old person, should he be allowed to buy a gun?
I had guns at both times.
Right, but did you have a gun? Well, I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But did you get the gun the proper way?
Of course, I did.
Okay, I didn't know. I don't want to pry.
At 18, I went to the gun show.
Right. Went to the gun show and talked to and got myself a gun
At the gun show, and it was right after Columbine, which they modified the AKs. What they did is they did a law that they could only sell a magazine for a gun that only had 10 rounds.
So no banana clips.
No banana clips. But if you go to the gun show you go and look for banana clips, you can buy them.
Yeah. Loopholes. See, those are loopholes, and that's where that shouldn't happen, because they say, we got all these laws, but you go to a gun show and it's like the Wild West.
So that's why you say that now the government's failing you, right?
Yeah, they are failing us. because they're allowing this shit to happen.
And also, I mean, thinking about it, I don't hear shootings in other countries and
nope,
and stuff
you
like
don't,
that.
Dre.
I feel like
Dre, yeah, you're right, KDub. There are no shootings that we hear about.
Well, you don't get the news of everybody every freaking. They ain't gonna tell you. You know,
That's
they ain't
true.
gonna play other countries' news here. Yeah,
True, but guess what? When that shit happened in Norway or Netherlands, I forget which country, where that guy went on the island and killed like 50 people, that neo-Nazi. Well, everyone heard about that. That was a mass shooting. That came out, and that was one of the few instances where you can sit there and say, okay, that shit's crazy. That happened in another country, like I think it was Norway. I'm sorry if I got the country wrong, guys. I don't have anything in front of me, but But needless to say, our country is the worst as far as gun violence. We have the most guns in the world. Okay, if it was up to the Republicans, and I'm sorry to get political, if it was up to them, every person would have a gun because in their mind, everyone having a gun because it fulfills the Second Amendment, I guess that'll keep people from shooting each other. And I think, no, I think you're actually giving them more opportunities to kill each other and shoot each other because if more people have guns, there's more opportunities for them to shoot each other. Your thoughts?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Go ahead.
I mean, for what might be coming next is, you always say this, Guru, that we're becoming a communist country, and at this point, they're gonna take away all the guns, and we're not gonna have guns. And how are we gonna defend ourselves? You know what I mean?
I wish.
Yeah.
Dre, I don't think so, but Dre, you want to step on that? About you think they're gonna take our guns?
No, they're gonna try. And then, the thing is that there's some crazy stat that there's like 400 guns for every person in America. It's like so many guns here. It'll be a civil war. But
exactly.
I agree. What I'm saying is like, what you were saying, arming the teachers.
Yeah.
Right? That's
my big contention.
That may not be not the right decision. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying, like, if at least one person or a certain like have like some undercover teacher, like they have the
marshal,
air marshal, like have somebody at the who's fucking like like fucking MacGyver in that bitch with a fucking AK shit ready for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the janitor / James Bond.
He's ex fucking ex Delta.
Right. He's from Vietnam. So, goddamn
Chuck Lee in or fucking.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just let these things just happen and just be accepting it. It's like you got to fight back, bro. You know what I mean? You got to have some type of security or have somebody with a gun. Or like, what are we gonna do? Just let it keep on happening?
No, that's the point, and that's my whole contention.
This guy planned it though. Like, school was only from like 2nd to 4th grade, and they were all getting out of school this Thursday.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, come on, man.
A couple things I'll say of that because I am a teacher. So we do have lockdown drills. In fact, we're supposed to have one this week. And I can almost guarantee you we're having a lockdown drill probably tomorrow, considering what happened. So we drill for this in case there's a shooter. Yeah, we turn off the lights. You have a window in your door. You close. You cover it up. Everyone hides in one side of the room. So we drill for this. Our school has a resource officer. We have one police officer in our school. In every school where I teach, there is at least one police officer. Okay, so there is security. Now, I don't know what's going on in that school in Texas, but I'm imagining a population of only like 18,000 where this happened just south of San Antonio. It's a very small town. They probably don't have they probably don't have a police officer for every school. So that was probably the first issue. And then, this guy came in and basically bum rushed. And there are security. Like my school, you can't just walk in and open the door.
Right.
You have to buzz yourself in. Now, if they let you in, that's where problems happen. So it's a failure of the system. But again, we don't know exactly. I heard something that he crashed into the school and then he walked in. So I mean, once we find out the full story, we'll know what happened. But most school systems have security in place. But to have teachers have guns, like I told you, Dre and KDub on the text message, do I want someone who's a librarian or a lunch lady to handle a weapon that maybe they're not comfortable with? Maybe they have their own issues, their own personal problems, and then you're going to give them a gun and say, guess what? If someone walks through the door, you're going to shoot and kill them. Oh, and by the way, don't hit any of the kids who are going to be running and hiding because, you may end up shooting the perp. Or what if the guy busts open the door and it's not a perp, it's the cops trying to get in because they're trying to secure, and you don't realize it, and you're so nervous, you're just firing off rounds, and now you kill a cop. I mean, there's more problems with this than solutions. I think by arming teachers, or at least arming every teacher, I would say arm an administrator, maybe have certain individuals in the school that's trained specifically, maybe ex-military, maybe people that can do that. But I'm not having a librarian fucking handle a gun, or the lunch lady, the meatloaf lady fucking handling an AK or
you know what I'm saying? Man. She might be good on and lay everybody ass down. You know what I'm saying?
maybe. But I'm trying to be funny a little bit. But I just think it creates more problems to have that, in my opinion.
I mean, first of all, like when you get trained to shoot a gun, like I don't know if you ever shot a gun or if you ever,
I've handled guns, I've shot, I've been around it, but no, I actually fired a live round in no, unfortunately not.
Yeah, I've shot AKs, I've shot all type of guns. The thing is like, the person who has a gun, you take a course so you learn the responsibilities of gun. It's not like I agree. It's not like they're gonna come in with fucking guns and here you go, lunch lady, here you go, Mr. Custodian, here you go, and just go ahead and shoot anybody that you think is no, it doesn't work, bro.
Of course not. No, I'm not saying that a school system would say, here, there's a gun in the safe, here's the combination. When shit goes down, take it out, load it, and go. No, I'm sure they're gonna train the people to use it. But here's the thing: it's gonna cost money. Number one. Then if I'm a teacher in a union, you think I'm gonna want to handle a gun and not get paid extra money, almost like a hazard pay or a different training? No, you're gonna pay me for this, and you can't sue me in case something goes wrong and I end up shooting a kid by mistake, or I end up shooting a cop because of in a fracas where something like this happens, and I use a gun and I shoot people. You can't sit there and sue me and the parents can't come after me. I'm not going to handle a gun unless I'm given those assurances. Otherwise, guess what? I'm not teaching there. Right. And I think that's going to create problems in some districts in the future if they go this route, because Republicans are already saying that. The AG from Texas just stated today on Newsmax. I don't watch Newsmax. You know me, I'm not a Republican, but I saw a clip. He's like, oh, we need more security in the schools. We also need to arm the teachers. I'm like, but like, the answer is more guns? So you're going to put more guns in more people's hands instead of restricting the guns?
But you're making it sound like so what do you do? Like, I don't know if you understand, like
increase security, more cops, metal detectors.
What I'm saying is like, let's say you're in a situation where you know your gun is there. You sound like you wouldn't defend yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I am me. Look, me. Of course. I've been around enough guns. I'm sure I can pick it up. But I'm talking about the person who's not ready to handle that responsibility. You're going to have people that are not going to want to do this. People are not going to be ready. When this shit happens, they fight or flight, they may flight and they may not use the gun. And then what? Are you going to arrest a teacher for not using the gun and those people getting shot because they froze up? That's what I'm just saying. It opens up more problems. If you're a trained police officer, if you're a soldier in combat, you are trained to do one thing. You're trained to kill. You're trained to do security, do whatever you're trained to do. But I'm trained as a teacher, Dre. I'm not trained as a fucking gunman.
That's right.
I'm not trained to shoot people.
But you know what? Even soldiers don't know how to shoot. They don't know how to fight. They don't know how to be in combat. You know what
Dre, that's their job, though. Right.
No, they get trained to do that.
I agree, but guess what? I didn't get
war. They go into war because to me this is war.
Yeah.
They go into war.
So we're at war now?
They are forced.
Yeah.
They are forced to shoot the enemy.
Right.
Okay.
But they know that.
But do you think they want to do that?
No, of course not.
It takes them a while. It takes a lot of them.
Right.
Some of them don't. They do what you're saying. They run. They don't shoot. They're scared.
But Dre, I agree with you. But Dre, when you go to the police academy, you know you're going in to be a cop. You may have to shoot and kill someone. When you're a firefighter, you may go into a burning building and not come out of it. You understand what you signed up for. When I became a teacher, when I went and certified for a teacher, one of my job things was, you may have to get a gun and shoot a fucking criminal, somebody coming into the room. Now, I'm not saying I wouldn't do that. I'm not saying that. Don't kind of think that I don't want to have a gun. I'll do it. I'll train.
No protection, right?
Right. I'll do what I got to do. My kids are my kids. For that hour that they're in my class, those are my kids. If shit goes down, I will tell them. If shit gets bad, trust me, I will be the first to block that door when you guys run out. I'll take what I got. I'll do what I got to do to protect them because I want them to go home. I know I'll sacrifice myself, but that's how I feel about my kids because I love my job. But at the same time, I can't say that every teacher is going to be that way. I can't say every teacher has the ability to do those sort of things. So I don't want to put them in that situation where they may fuck up or they may cause more damage and cause more problems instead of hiring an extra police officer in every school, having security, having metal detectors, increasing cameras, which they already have in most schools. But I'm saying most of that shit that happened in Texas, that was probably an older school. It looks like that school was like fucking 30, 40 years old. It's near the border. So, the most of the population is probably Mexican and migrants. So they're probably not up to standards of what we have here in Florida and in our counties. You know what I'm saying? So now we got to answer the question. Yeah. Is the federal government going to step in? Are they going to start offering money to all these counties and make sure they're up to speed? That's the questions I have. Not fucking giving teachers guns. Yeah. Build a wall.
Quickly.
Yeah. Build a wall around each school. Build a moat. Have 3 layers like a damn prison. Do we want to make our schools like prisons? Do we want to have prisons at schools? I mean, I don't know.
Yes.
I think schools are already like prison.
In some cases they are. I agree. Going to some of the schools where I work, it's like a fucking prison.
If you don't realize right now that we're in the test of times of testing everyone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're in a different time. Before they didn't shoot up schools, now they shoot up schools.
Mm-hmm. I agree. My mom told me that.
You need to understand that.
No, I do.
So what you gonna do when they come for you?
I'm gonna fight, not flight. I'm fighting. I'm not. I am ready. I'm just saying others.
I would like to have an even field. I'm not saying to arm all the the fucking teachers. I know that not everybody's made for shooting. My wife hates guns. She never shot a gun. She never. I grew up with guns. I've been shot at. I've gotten shot. I've been in Vietnam. You feel me? So
OG, triple OG.
So what I think that this is the test of time and people need to step up and we need to try to take care of this problem. Now, some certain you want to make it political, some
true.
But some agendas they want to eliminate the guns.
Wow. That'll never happen.
No, or they're gonna try to do some type of gun law shit. That'll
be a civil war. If they do that, like we call this, I'm obviously KDub and all of us, we all know our family's into chess. In that chess game, they will never go to that route because if they make that move, it's the end of the U.S. as we know it because they're gonna go to civil war because they're not gonna go to people's houses and take their guns. They're gonna fight.
They're gonna defend themselves.
Right. It's not that ship has sailed. But they can restrict guns. They can restrict people who can get guns. They can set rules in place to make it very difficult. But then you say, well, people that want guns illegally, they'll still be able to get them. True.
No, the problem.
True.
Yeah, but let me tell you. Let's just be honest, bro. There are people that have arsenals, dog.
Yes.
Like people that have bunkers. People that have military fucking forts, bro. Like regular people. There's militia. There's if you don't have a gun right now in America, then you're doing a disservice for yourself. I'm being honest.
Listen, I don't have one, but I just don't feel like I don't think I'm ready for something like that, man. That's a big responsibility in my opinion, but
you gotta be smart and be responsible. You know what I mean? The way things are going now, you know what I'm saying? I don't trust our society and the agendas that they're trying to push. The agendas that they're pushing is making it more and more communist in America. You know what I mean?
I agree with you there.
And look who's in charge of America right now. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know anymore because nobody. It seems like because nobody's doing shit, and Congress was to get off their ass and pass laws to help with things like this, and they're not doing nothing because the gun lobbyists are they want the guns, they want more guns, they don't want less guns, they don't want and it's like.
Come on, man.
And I don't want people to think that are listening to this say, "Oh, Guru's anti-guns," or don't. No. The Second Amendment affords that right. It is an antiquated amendment. It was written by people at a time where their country was probably there might have been an issue where they might have been invaded by England. So of course they put that in there so people could raise the militias and have weapons. But of course the people not today use that as their rally cry, like, "You're not Second Amendment. I gotta have my guns. It's in the Constitution." It was written for a different purpose. But I'm not saying take it away. I'm just saying restrict it. Make sure the people that have it aren't fucking crazy people like this one got it.
But don't you think it's ironic that when they made that law, made that amendment, like it's even like it's purposeful even now 2022, like don't you think that
they want it?
They ain't even knew, because you're making it sound like, oh, they were just on the farm and shit like that. Like
they were on the farm.
They thought about the future.
But they were on the farm. Dude, these were a bunch of farmers, former British colonists, and they were given this ability to have weapons, and the government couldn't take it from them.
Defend themselves, from government. From the government. They ran.
Well, listen. Yes, it's a republic, okay? The United States is a republic, or back then it was like a republic. It was states. Yeah. They were states, right? Combined together to make a union, a republic, okay? Now, there was always the argument, should the states have their own rights, or they share the rights with the federal government? Does the federal government have more power over the states? That's been going on forever. That was a 3/5 compromise, or the New Jersey compromise, which they came up with, which said, hey, listen, certain laws go to the states, certain laws go to the federal government. We share the power. They share the power. But again, with the Second Amendment, it's kind of like, oh, well, the states should have their own militias. But, dude, you can't, it's complicated. I don't want to get into the Constitution too much, get behind the weeds, but they're taking it out of proportion, the Second Amendment. But I'm not sitting here to tell you, let's get rid of it. Let's remove it and take their guns. No, they're not doing that. It ain't happening. It ain't. We know that. You know that. It ain't happening.
Listen, man, I know people that own gun fucking hunting ranges. And people say, hey, you want a gun? People tell me, if shit gets fucked up, Dre, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I got a spot. I know where to go.
Let me tell you, man, these people, they're gonna try hard, man. We're in some fucked up times right now, and they're gonna test the will of the human on Earth. Okay.
Yeah.
So
well, I don't like them, and I'm not saying this was a false flag, because some people, and the Alex Jones crowd, they're gonna sit there and say this was a false flag, and I don't think you're going there with this, Trey. But I think this was just some fucking wackadoodle dude that had. Just, I don't know. He just wanted to prove a point.
Like I said, it's crazy how they're all 18. You know what I mean? It's like
it's funny, right? They're 18.
It's very
when you're at your age of 18. Because I remember when I was 18, like when you talked about it, you kind of loose. You know what I mean? You don't care. You don't care.
Right.
You don't care.
You think you know it all. You think you figured it all out. You think everything's like. I know what's going on.
You tough shit. Oh, nobody wants to listen to you, so you do something crazy. You know what I mean? So and if you're a mentally unstable person, a person that needs mental help, that have mental issues, if somebody talks to you or influences you or pumps you up or messes with you, and you're having a fucked up day, this is what happens, bro.
Yep.
This is what happens.
Yep.
And
I agree.
They unfortunately have access to a gun.
Yep.
And unfortunately, like the other one, the guy was a fucking racist terrorist. So he wanted people, and he's gonna burn in hell for that.
Yep. He had a manifesto. He fucking wrote about it. I mean, KDub, we've been going back and forth. You got anything to add to this?
Yeah, I mean, we saw the video. I saw the video.
Yeah, you saw the Twitch, right? I saw
Yeah,
parts of it. I saw the beginning.
He was. Yeah, it was on Twitch.
We're talking about the
and
Buffalo, the shooting at the
the
Tops in
Buffalo.
Buffalo. Yeah.
Yep, the Buffalo shooting. I mean, he acted like he was well trained. He was just shooting. He's shooting shots through through the window, and he actually hit somebody that was by like the soda section. So when you go inside, there's already a lady on the floor, and it's like, dude, this guy, he trained for this. It was already premeditated. You know,
Right.
why was this done? Was it because he was racist, or is he just mentally unstable? We don't know. It could be both.
Yeah, the guy had he wanted to kill. He wanted to kill. Oh, somebody's got knocked off. Was that KDub or Trey?
No, those.
So yeah, I just I saw the Twitch the very beginning. He just walked up, got in a car, and there was a lady crossing the street, and he just literally just shot her dead right there in the street, man. It was just like, and senseless, man. And this guy had it planned, and I don't know, dude. I just
it's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad, and the world that we live in is dark, and
yep, there's the other side. I mean, what about your kids? Going back to the school. I mean, you send your kids out. Dre, you have 2. I have 1, and it's like you hope that there's security. You hope that this doesn't happen, and it's like it's a remote chance, yes, but like, fuck, man. Like, do you want to,
Bro, there was a bombing at my dog at the school. Like, there was a bombing. Yo, I parked on University. I parked my shit right in the fucking on the sidewalk, and I ran up there like, yo, where's my kid at, man? It was like 100 of us, 100 parents out there like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It was a false flag or whatever, false call-in, but
right. Thank God.
Scary, you know what I mean? But the saddest thing I ever had to do was to tell my son about, yo, I was crying, bro, to tell him that, to hide when they're shooting, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't understand what I was telling him, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm like, do you talk to your teacher? Do they tell you what to do if there's a shooting? You know what I mean? Like, you got to have this talk. It's a fucked up talk, bro. I've talked to my daughter about it. It's fucking sad, dog. Yeah. It's a fucked up thing, bro, that you got to talk to your kid about a fucking shooting. You know what I mean? Like, what can you do, bro? What is there? What is there that, that's the part for me.
You could assure them.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's
like,
gonna be all right. I know. And sometimes it's a false sense, not the sense that we're gonna send our children into harm's way, but it's like you have to tell them, don't be fearful. Trust the system. Trust that the people that are there are looking out for you. But yeah, it's not my son, he was scared today, and he's like, oh, I don't want to go to school, and he was like hugging up on us, and I feel him. I'd be the same way when I was his age. Like, I'm not going to school. I don't want to go to school. But we didn't have that problem growing up, right? I mean, KDub, you're a little bit older, but Trey, we didn't have any school shootings like that.
No, yeah, I didn't have any.
Columbine, yeah, we were in high school at the time, Columbine. But nothing.
The only thing that was close to that was like when all these guys were, in a gang together and they fought each other outside the courtyard of the school.
Yeah.
That was the worst part. I mean, they
were looking after one person. Right. Yeah, but they never went into the school and like look at a mass. I mean, that was gang. That was isolated. Like, we're looking to kill certain people, or there was a response to a gang shit. Yeah, we knew people, and you heard about things like that and initiations, but this is just like straight up fucking.
But but we've had so many of them now. It's like they're just copycat. Like, they know that they could cause the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's copycat type cowardness, because the cowards. You know what I mean? Like,
big time.
It's big coward move that. That they want to leave an imprint, you know what I'm saying? And it's fucking horrible. But like I said, there's got to be a way to fight it. You know what I mean? Like, they got to put like some dude. They got to put like an A-team or somebody. They got to put B.A. Baracus in the fucking front gate.
Yeah, right.
And they fucking roll through with the black van with the red stripe and fucking fuck them up. Pull out an RPG on their ass.
I pity the food. I pull a gun in front of this school.
Yeah,
the food.
Like, fucking, You know what I'm saying? Throw a grenade or something. But yeah, you know, like there's got to be a way to fight it, man. You know what I mean? There's got to be a way.
I don't know, man. I just think that, you're like my mom. We talked about it earlier, and I talked to her about it. We have lockdown drills, and she's like, "Oh, we didn't have anything like that. We had a fire drill growing up in our schools." And my mom was born in 1940, so you're talking 45 to 50. When she was in school, in elementary school, and I was like, "Well, you didn't have lockdown drills?" Because no. And I was like, "Isn't that funny? You guys never had anything like that, like shooting." She goes, "No, they never talked about like gun shootings. There was never any shootings in schools. It was a different era. People didn't do things like that. I think people weren't, whether it be religious, maybe people were more into religion, people were restricted on what they saw. I think people are just indoctrinated to a lot more things. They're open to a lot more things, and it just opens their mind to all this shit. And people are just getting crazier, man. Some people are
I think
just,
I'm not trying to be funny, but I think
maybe a
those
little
guys
funny.
that
It's
are
okay.
committing these mass shootings and all that, they need to smoke some weed. They need to smoke some
Yeah.
marijuana in their life.
Man, I wish. Yeah, I feel you, man. Like, I wish you could sit there and talk to them. Someone that's about to do it, you could just step in and say, "Dude, why? Why? What good is going to come out of this for you killing innocent lives? What you're going to make a name for yourself? People are going to know who you are. You're going to be like Charlie Manson or Timothy McVeigh from the Oklahoma City bombing, or the Columbine shooters. I'm like, what? Why? So you could be famous? You're going to end up dead, or you're going to end up in prison for life. Okay,
and no one's gonna care about you.
No one's gonna care. I mean, the ones that are crazy, like, you're gonna care. But like, why are you gonna do this? You could do so much more with your life than doing this, because some of these people are so hell bent. Like you saw the guy in Buffalo, he had a manifesto, 100 pages. Like, why are you putting your efforts into something else instead of buying weapons, getting loaded up, and getting ready to kill innocent people just because you have a hate for a certain race, or for whatever reason you're killing innocent children? Like, why, man? Like, you do something better with your life. This is not the way you want to end your life, But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, this is, like I said, this is for all the movies and all the fucking shootings that we've had, it's all a buildup for the testing of humanity, and how much of a human are you gonna be, and what you're gonna do. Everybody has their own own script and their own movie part
Right.
in this big movie.
The journey. It's called The Journey. They got their own journey,
but
man. The hero's journey.
On surviving, and it's us to mold the future for our kids. You know what I mean? They're gonna grow up with this shit, and it's gonna be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But I think
hope not.
I just they're gonna keep on doing shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that keeps happening, and we got to deal with it. But we have to do something. There's got to be something done, or some type of safety.
We need to prevent it, basically. But it would have to be from the people. If there's a mass shooting going on at a school or a store, or even in your own neighborhood, like, God forbid, like, people
just be aware.
dying.
Just be aware.
Be aware. Yeah, be aware. Be ready.
Heads up. Listen to your sixth sense. If it doesn't feel right, more than likely something's, something. I always tell people, listen to your intuition. I always tell kids when they're taking tests, your first answer is probably your right answer. If you don't feel right, if something doesn't feel right, there's a reason for that. That's a lost. We all have that, but we lose it over time. We've lost that ability. It's one of those instincts that animals have, or they notice things before we do because they have it. That's their survival instinct. We still have it, but a lot of times we don't use it. We ignore it, or we're trained not to listen to ourselves. You listen to yourselves. If you know the situation's bad, you got to fucking
get distracted. That's why I say. That's why I say about meditation and being in touch with yourself. And when you meditate and you do these things, it gets you more closer to yourself and your psychic abilities, because we all have them. Like you said, most of the time, your first intuition is the correct one, and your higher self. But we have so much negativity that when you're on a lower vibration, you don't get to that point. And that's a higher vibration when you're intuitive and you're psychic.
I think people want to keep you down, though. I mean, we're getting off to a tangent, but I think I think as society, I think they want us to be that higher level. They want to keep us down. They want to
Of
enslave
course
us.
not. They'll keep on doing that. Listen, what this guy did is one of the most negative shit, most fucking lower vibrational things to do. Murder kids. And what does that do? That puts the whole fucking country in a fucking sad state.
Exactly. They get what do you say?
It's like
They
a
get
double whammy.
uneasy. Yeah, they get really uneasy.
Yeah. So, we have to look at ourselves and our society and figure out how we're going to approach this. It's messed up. There's ways of doing it. There's always a solution to a problem. We just have to try to, figure out something, man. But you can't be scared about this. Like you just said, you can't. You got to assure the kids. You got to assure the public. You got to assure people that, yo, man, like, let me tell you, that shit happens in front of me, bro. Like, I'm saving kids and I'm trying to save people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep. When I was in high school, I had a bat. I don't have it here, but when I was in high school, I had a bat in my office, and I always told the kids, "Hey, if shit goes down, don't worry. When they come to that door, they're gonna fucking have a 27-ounce bat come to their head. And if I miss, maybe he takes me out. But guess what? I ain't gonna be able to act for me trying to take that guy out first. So, I mean, you do what you got to do. All of us. To survive is to protect our family and our friends.
Yeah, our younger brother, little Grogu.
Yeah.
I always talk to him about this, and we're always talking about, let's go get guns, let's go do the class, let's go do this. So we're gonna do it. As I don't know, the world is changing, becoming into something else that nobody really seen before, and it's becoming. I don't like saying this, but it's becoming evil.
Evil. Yeah. Well, they want it. They want that battle. And I don't know. I hope for the best. I hope, like I always say, man, the aliens need to come down and just bitch slap everyone and say, hey, all that shit y'all been doing don't mean nothing. This is what's going on in the universe, not all this fucking fighting and all that. We run shit. But until that day, no, I think they're gonna leave us be and let us kind of like an ant farm. Let us do what they do.
Mentality, man. You want somebody to save you when you got to save yourself.
I agree, but I think there's so many people that are trying to turn this world upside down. I think at some point we need something above us to kind of say, all right, this is how it is, and kind of set shit straight. But that's in my opinion. That's just me.
If you do any research or do any studying of, spirituality or whatever, aliens, you figure out, you can find and dig and find, certain things, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like Jesus, like Buddha, like all the people, the ascended masters, they're trying to tell you how to act and how to behave.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're not coming to save you, man. That mentality is what the controllers want you to think.
Right.
Because then they're gonna you see how hectic it is? Get on this ship right here. We're gonna take you to another planet where everything is safe. And then half the people get on the fucking ship. Yeah, we can't think like that, man. Like, we have to handle our problems. Like, we made this problem. We got to handle it,
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Like I said, I pray for those families in Texas, obviously in Buffalo a few weeks ago. I mean, may they find peace, because it's not. I don't think right now there's no way. But at some point, hopefully they can find reason, and we just have to keep our heads up and be aware, man, because this world's getting fucking a lot uglier. It's not getting better, I don't think. But what are you gonna do? Just teach our children well and our family and friends, and when shit goes down, you better be ready, as the song goes. When the shit goes down, you better be ready.
Yep. As Cypress Hill says.
Yeah, Cypress Hill. Yep. You gotta be, man. Oh boy, and Mickey Mouse. Keep spitting out those gay people. Nothing wrong with that, but Mickey, keep doing your thing. Maybe less violence, Mickey. Maybe you can spread more love. let's hate Mickey. You know, yeah. So, well, this was a packed. First half was great. We talked about KDub and his exploits in Vegas. And then the second half, we got serious and talked about the world today, which is, as we all know, is going to hell in a handbasket. But thanks for listening to the Fam 305. You know where to find us. Thanks for KDub. Anything going on other than you still doing your streaming thing?
I'm still doing the streaming thing. I'm actually gonna step it up another notch.
Right.
So
Nice.
just be on the lookout for a new IG, a new Instagram.
Sweet.
That's gonna be part of the Den Gaming package. So
all right.
I'm gonna do a little bit of change. And you can still catch me on that facebook.com/Dranzo, DRANSO0. And I'm still on Twitch, same thing. But instead it's just Twitch.com/Killadranzo. So
Good shit.
Yeah.
Good shit. Dre, you got I know you were talking about earlier in one of the other episodes you were working on some new stuff, or what's going on?
I'm working. We're about to do Traffickers 3, and we drew out the project with my boy, stepping out the box. It's on all streaming platforms. And I'm still working on a little solo project. I got in contact with some old friends and trying to get some beats going. So, trying to work things, it's kind of hard to get motivated. It's like anything, trying to get, doing writing. You get writer's block, but
life, bro. Life. Also, remember, you're married, you got kids, you got work. It's not like you're 20 years old and.
Nah, man. I had a fucking a great 20 to 30 year run. Okay, I could tell stories for nights. Okay,
we need them. We need more stories.
I still make stories in my 40s. So, but either which way, like even like the new Kendrick Lamar came out, it's pretty fucking dope.
Oh, dude,
I heard about it.
Sick beats.
That shit is fire, man. Shit is fucking ridiculous. So, like, when I hear something like that, it gives me motivation, to write and make songs, because, you got to get that motivation. You got to get that spunk, like, oh shit, he wrote that. Oh God, there is hope for hip hop. You know what I mean? Like,
it's not dead, huh?
Nah. Shit, Kendrick Lamar is a fucking animal, bro.
Oh yeah, I hear he's good. Passion.
He talks about. There's the video where he talks about Kanye, he talks about OJ, he talks about Nipsey, like they change his faces. He talks about in this album, he talks about how his uncle is gay. He's a transvestite, he's a woman. He talks about his auntie is a man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
He talks about that shit. You know what I mean?
It's a story. He raps. He raps stories.
He raps it. Like,
and I like those. Those are good.
Amazing. I mean, just lyrically, fucking thank God that he's like that. He's not no mumble rapper cat.
Mumble rapper.
Yeah. Like him and like J. Cole is like.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that J. Cole.
Yeah, J. Cole too, but like I think Kendrick is probably the best of the youngins. He is like super lyric. He's like a Compton Eminem. He's like a black Eminem.
Oh damn!
Like lyrically, like crazy. You got to hear it. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
The Big Stepper. Well, I agree. I've heard good things about him, and good. There is hope, but you got to have passion. At the end of the day, you were talking about just you were listening to him and getting yourself recharged. You got to have passion. Anything you do in life, if you have passion, you're going to be successful at, I think. And if you keep that level up to a certain level, you will be successful. So as long as you keep the passion up, you can keep doing what you're doing and whatever you want to do. Just got the passion to do it. So.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, Fam 305. Fam 305, you know where to find us. Like, share, please subscribe.
Yeah, like, share, and subscribe at the Fam 305. IG and Facebook and all those things.
Yeah.
Message us.
Yeah. Send us messages. Tell us what you think. Do you love us? You hate us? Do I talk too much?
Tell us. Yeah.
Kevin doesn't
Let
talk
us know.
enough. Let us know.
I don't
KW
talk
needs to
enough.
talk
Right.
more.
You want me to talk more?
Right. Yeah.
Tell him we can't stop being like the bird on Neil Rogers. Remember the bird? He didn't talk.
Oh,
All he did was laugh. That's all he would do. That's another episode. That's another episode for another day. All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Later, guys.
Peace. Be safe.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at the Fam305.